Yo, everybody. It's 45 Lampkin Lane. Today's going to be sort of a shorter episode. Not that I don't have a real guest, but I don't have a real guest. No, I'm just kidding. I want to call you Firefighter Higgins. That's your deal, bro. Yeah.
You can't do that.
I always do. They don't need to know nothing, but I always wanted to call. Nah, but anyways, I got my good friend here, Matt Higgins, and he decided to come on and shoot the shit since I didn't even really look for a guest that hard this week, so that's why I don't want to say, oh, I don't have a guest. So today we're just going to shoot the shit a little bit, maybe talk a little bit about UFC. But dude, I got to first of all, if you want to introduce yourself, that's fine.
What? I don't know what to say.
No, alright. Yeah, so, dude, alright. Earlier I got Domino's.
Right on. Domino's is good.
Yeah, and I haven't had it I've had Domino's, but I haven't had Domino's with the pizza with blue cheese and mad long. And I wanted fucking blue cheese today.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, so I said, alright, I'm fucking getting Domino's, I'm getting blue cheese. So it came, and then, like, I sort of saw it, too, on the label. It looked, like, you know how you look at the label and it says, like, Best Buy? Or, like, Made by, like...
Sure, yeah.
Best Buy is, like, a suggestion, but I think it's, like, Used By, and it said Used
Definitely.
By, and it said 2 months ago.
What? Bro,
Yeah,
I would have said
the
that
blue
shit
cheese.
back.
The blue, oh, dude, you have no, it gets fucking better.
I know it's moldy and shit, but, like,
Right.
I know blue cheese is
exactly,
mold,
exactly.
but...
So, and you'll see the bullshit trickery they try to pull on me. So, I opened one, bro. This shit looked like oil with, like, water. And then at the bottom was, like...
Like Italian dressing, but it's supposed to
Yes!
be blue cheese.
Yes! Dude, that is fucking perfect. Yes. So...
It's Italian dressing, but it's actually blue cheese.
Yeah.
No, that's not how that works.
This is not how any of this works.
There's not supposed to be a suspension involved here. This is supposed to be...
So, I would have let it go. I don't care.
You can't let that go.
No, but listen, I would have let it go because it's like it is a big deal because it's like, dude,
It always happens to you, bro.
it does.
It does.
And
It
you can
always
attest
happens
to
to
that.
you.
Being my best friend, you can attest to that. It always fucking happens.
Nothing
to me.
you order ends up
Yeah.
the way it's supposed to.
But anyways, so okay, there was 2 of them, and I said maybe it's just the first one.
Oh, no!
So, bro, and there was no bugs or anything. You know, I'm not.
That's good. There's no bugs. That's your baseline. You know what? There was no bugs. So, like, whatever. It doesn't really matter to me.
Yeah.
So what is that?
I should have said at least there was, but so there was no bugs or whatever.
bugs.
So
What?
I said, let me try to open the second one, see if maybe the second one's all right. Sometimes you can force it a little bit,
You
not
can.
with shit
You
like
can
milk or
stretch-
something,
no,
but like
no.
yeah. Anyways, I'm beating a dead horse. I opened the second one and it smelled like fucking ass.
Oh, no.
And it hit me, like I opened it and it, I was like, dude, are you fucking serious? So now I'm kind of, but I still wasn't mad at them. I should have been, but
Sure.
I was more mad
You didn't
that
check.
I didn't get the blue cheese. So,
Oh, bro. Ready? I don't mean to interrupt. Along the same line, like 2 weeks ago at work, I do, 24 on, and then 2 days off, and then 24 on, and then 4 days off. So
yeah.
I bought a half pint of milk, a half pint, not even a full pint, like a little jug of milk, which ended up costing me $2. If I had spent another 75 cents, I would have got a whole gallon. But
Oh, they're like fucking, they're expensive.
yeah, they are. It's stupid. But so I got a little tiny guy, whatever. The next work day. So I used a little bit that day to make like mashed potatoes, whatever. The next work day, I was like, "Oh, look, my milk. I still have it. It's in the fridge. I'm eating breakfast. I just toasted up a couple of pieces of bread and slapped some peanut butter jelly on, and off we go. Like, I need some milk with this shit." And I pour a glass. Like, you know what? I got this the other day. This is gonna be great. Topped it off, put it back in the fridge, finished the entire glass before I like breathed in and smelled, and it was
feet and ass.
Oh my god, it was so bad. I spat the rest of what I had in my mouth left into the sink, and I ran to the bathroom, almost threw up all over the place. Like, I didn't throw up, but That was disgusting, and it was Hood, and I'm usually a fan of Hood milk, but like, and the expiration date wasn't till like 4 days from now. I was gonna say,
what happened? Did it go bad?
No, the expiration date was like another 4 days from now, and it's like, it was the most disgusting glass of milk I've ever had.
Oh my god! What? Yo, before I tell the rest of the story. My mom smoked cigarettes and shit, and one time I got a veal parm sub, and I left it downstairs for a little while for some reason, and whatever. Later I saw it, I was like, "Oh, I'm fucking starving." I was just a kid, dude. I bit into it, dude. She used it as an ashtray.
Oh, that's messed up, bro.
It was the most chalk tasting, disgusting.
My mouth is really dry for some
reason. All right, but dude. So this.
My bad.
No, it's all good. It's It's not that funny, but that's disgusting. I feel bad that you had to drink that shit, but still funny probably for people listening. Dude, this is what happened when I called. So I called and I said, yada yada street. I just ordered a large cheese pizza with blue cheese, like question wise, and she goes, she didn't say anything, and I said like,
and
yeah, and she goes, yeah. I'm like, oh my god, all right. So I said, well, the date on the blue cheese is expired, and like when I opened it, it's clearly not edible. And she goes, are you sure it's blue cheese? And I was like, are you serious? So I said, yeah, I mean, I've been eating blue cheese like pretty much my whole life. I was like, this looks like oil with chunks settled at the bottom of water.
You can't serve that.
Yeah, and
just got corporate.
I said, no, but I was like, I'm not mad. I said, I just want some non-expired blue cheese. So she said, hold on. So I held on for about...
Hold on.
Well, she put me on hold.
No, I get that, but like...
Yeah, I mean, that's what I said too, but... I wanted blue cheese, dude. I explained this to you earlier. I was like desperate to have it with this shit. I let the pizza chill too. Like, I didn't eat it. I wanted it with the blue cheese. So anyways... After being on hold for probably about 3 minutes, the guy comes on and he says, hi, sir, sorry about the blue cheese. He says, you can either get a discount on a future purchase with a free blue cheese. No, I want it now. Or he says, I can have the guy come back.
Hell yeah.
And I said, yeah, well, A, I want the guy to come back so I can give you the rotten stuff and you can see that I'm not bullshitting.
Yeah.
And B, I just want blue cheese with this meal tonight. Yeah. And I didn't even say the A and B shit. I wasn't a wise ass. I really wasn't. And I even said after he said that, I said I'll just take the guy coming back, whatever. And I said to him, I don't want to be a pain in the neck.
Sure,
I quote, like I was like, I don't want to be a pain in the neck and shit like that.
But you got it wrong, so
right. Well, this guy totally like I'm assuming it's the manager or whatever, and he goes, I understand your frustrations. You shouldn't be getting expired food. And I said, hold up. I was like, I'm not frustrated.
Yeah.
I just want a non-expired blue cheese.
Yeah.
And I said, I also want you to come back so you can take it back and see that it's gross. And it was funny because I was like, I'm going to talk about this later. I'm going to bitch about this. This would be flat out. Like, some people hold it in their mind and then just say it. I'll tell you right now. I was like, I'm telling everybody about this. Fucking not to stay away from them because it's a generous thing that they offered that.
Yeah. Well, they have to. I mean,
right.
they can't not. You can't.
So I didn't even ask. Keep this in mind.
Yeah.
When I tell you the punchline to this shit, because I didn't even ask for a free pizza. He as a matter of fact, he even said, "Do you want a free pizza too?" I said, "No, I just want the blue cheese, bro. I have a fucking pizza right here."
Sauce.
I have the motherfucking pizza right here. And okay, so the delivery guy shows up. Props to them. He came. He had a free pizza.
Oh damn.
Yeah, he had an extra one and shit. And I was like, I had the nasty one out or whatever. And he goes, oh, is that it? And I said, yeah. And he goes, can I take a picture of that? And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, yeah, I mean, I
just have it.
Yeah,
no, I don't want it.
I was like, I brought it out for you to take. And he was like, oh, great. He's like, this is going to be great. And I was like, what do you mean? I was like, why? And he laughed and he said, my manager didn't believe you.
What?
He said, my manager didn't believe you. I can't wait to show him. So, like, the delivery guy was, like, on my side.
Yeah, he saw that it was gross. Did he look at it and he was
like,
yeah.
And then I peeled the label back. I made sure not to rip it completely off.
Yeah.
I peeled it back, and I was like, yo.
Look.
Yeah, look at this. He was like, oh, that's 2 months ago. Holy shit.
Oh, no.
And my mom, I was going to go down and get it anyways, but my mom's like a fucking G, so she doesn't want anyone doing anything.
Sure, yeah.
So she ran down to get it, and,
what are you doing?
yeah. Oh, these spikes are really high. Let me see if I can turn this down. It should sound alright, but just in case there. I can always turn it down anyways after. But, so, yeah, even my mom said that he came with a huge bag of, like, sauces.
Take one that's not expired, please.
Well, it's like if you're keeping fucking a bag of sauces in your car, dog, to drive around and deliver shit.
That's fucked up.
I don't know, though, because, like, when you go there, they have
it on the rack, but
yes.
you got to check that shit on the rack. You know, like, you don't have to check the driver's bag.
But here's the question, does it have to stay refrigerated? I know it was 2 months ago. Question. Right, it was expired. But when she asked me, oh, are you sure it's blue cheese? I said, yeah, well, it still says it's expired.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. What?
And, like, some have the made by date on them.
Yeah.
This said use by.
Yeah. Or best by is one thing.
UB.
I think best...
That was like to them. You be fucking fronting. You fucked up my shit. Dude.
I think bread is like best by and then this date because they can't put a use by because who knows? Like if it's kept correctly, it may not grow mold and shit. Like you can have a piece of bread for a little while, but like a use by date is like this is almost done by this date. You shouldn't eat it after this date.
They had that.
That's what I get out of it.
They had that on Adam Ruins Everything. He was saying,
"Fuck that dude, man."
Yeah, he's annoying.
But keep going.
He was saying some shit about
I can't stand him.
Not everything, I guess.
Not everything expires on this date. We inject red dye into our meat so it looks fresher. Fuck you, dude. Like, yeah, they do, but like.
All right, so I tried to have the UFC fights on at the same time, but my computer was like.
It was mad loud.
Sounding like an old man that just ran a couple miles. Yeah. Struggling. Straight struggling. So, I don't know. I wanted to watch the fights and sort of see what happened, but...
So, if I may, real quick back to the milk shit. I hate going back to milk shit, but it reminded me of the story. This is why I have a problem with dishwashers. Like, we have dishwashers at work, and they're like, yo, you're supposed to use the dishwasher because it has a sanitized feature.
For a second, I thought you meant, yo, I got a problem with dishwashers.
No.
Them fucking busboys in the back, dog.
They don't do a good enough job, bro. No. Like Cohen or whatever the dishwasher name. I don't know. Or GE, General Electric, or whatever they... But... I had a buddy of mine whose family only used a dishwasher. Like, nobody hand-washed any dishwashers. Dishwashers, idiot. No, nobody hand-washed any dishes. It all went in the dishwasher. So, one time, I grab a glass off the counter, right? Huzzah! Clean glass.
Yeah.
Pour some milk in it. Glug, glug, glug. Chocolate milk, by the way. We had just gotten it, so I knew it was good milk.
Just because I know it's not going to be good.
Oh, good. I love chocolate milk, too, and it was some True Moo. It was going to be some good shit. I tilt the glass up. I'm drinking it, and I get all the way to the bottom. And you know how, like, if you're looking at a clear glass, it was a mason jar.
Yeah.
So if you're looking at the clear glass, you can, like, see it. You can see the milk, like, fade. Like, if you look, fade. It got to almost the very bottom of the fucking container.
Oh, my goodness.
And there was something stuck on the inside of the cup. On the inside of the cup. I thought it was on the outside.
What was it?
And I was like, I don't know.
Was it a bug or?
No, it was, like, food. Like,
God.
Somebody else's food that got
my God.
stuck.
I'm having a few beers right now that I like Sal. I can't hear that too many more times.
And I had to man it up. I had to finish the glass, and I was like, ugh. And I looked at it, and I was like, that is like I said to my friend, I was like, look what the fuck is in the bottom of my cup. And he was like, oh my God, dude, I'm so sorry. And I was like, I was pissed. I was like, you should be. I was like, that ruined that entire glass of chocolate milk. Your ass had some sticky shit stuck at the bottom.
That is nasty, bro. Sometimes you can't trust dishwashers.
That's what I'm saying.
Because they don't get the nooks and the
crannies. It don't work.
Yeah,
it don't work.
I mean, and to be like, yo, we're not fucking doing by hand. It's like, well, you're not doing it really the best way.
No, I mean, some people suck. Like, some people work.
Unless you have unless I mean, I don't know. They're probably better ones.
Bro, some people who work is so lazy. They like ice cream's a big thing at nighttime, and not at nighttime, but like after dinner time. Usually, the guy who's getting dinner gets a tub or two of ice cream because
this is at work now.
Yeah. This is at work now. You know, because at 11 o'clock at night, I might want a cup of ice cream, whatever.
Yeah.
So a thing is to get ice cream late at night. Half the time the dishwasher might be running. So people are so goddamn lazy. They'll eat their ice cream, they'll stick their spoon in their empty cup of ice cream. It's usually like a mug. And they'll just put it in the
mug,
sink.
Yeah. Not even a real bowl.
Right, no, not even a bowl. They'll put it in a mug.
Well, that's the truth, though, putting it in the coffee mug.
But that's fine, but they'll put it in the sink. And they'll just walk away and go to bed. Like there was nothing to it. It's like, this isn't, I mean, this is your house, but your wife's not going to come clean this up.
Yeah.
Like, somebody else is going to have to come clean this up. Now, your lazy ass ain't going to clean it up. Like, and it's going to be me or something in the morning. Or somebody else who's up at, who empties the dishwasher and it's like, God damn, there's something else in the sink.
Dude.
So they're going to put, it's like, are you that lazy?
Speaking of lazy and nasty. I told you about what happened at work last week when I had the stomach ache.
Oh, yeah.
Well, maybe the listeners will. All right. This is what happened. So, I guess the cops were doing some, like, me and Matt were on the fire department. When we talk about the stories, like his just now and mine right now, these are like in-house stories. So, it's actually pretty cool. It's some exclusive. Not everybody gets to hear what kind of goes on sometimes. So, but anyways, so the cops, I guess, were doing some, like, refresher course, you know. I want to say this first. We have great cops where I work, and that being said, not all police do, like, medical stuff as much. But our cops are, like, some of them are EMTs, and some of them, you know, CPR and shit. Yeah. So this was, like, a CPR, I think, refresher. Sure. And
some sort of continuing education.
Exactly, yeah. So it was something. And I woke up at, like... Well, first of all, I get there at 5 a.m, check the truck a little bit, then I go to sleep. Honestly,
why not, man?
It's
why
like,
not, dude?
I'm on a call department, so it's like I don't.
You're not gonna do anything.
Yeah, I mean,
you might.
I still do 12 hours, but it's like
it's a lot.
To get a bunch of calls in the morning is like, I mean, you know, it's weird over there because you could get like no calls, but then you could get like 3 calls before noon.
Sure.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. But bottom line, I go there and I try to sleep as like long as I can. So I'm not full time yet, so I'm trying to just take advantage of being not lazy, but
dude,
like
I'll tell you about that after. Go ahead.
Yeah. So dude, I'm like, I wake up because Bob, this guy Bob, I won't say his last name, but I'm sure that's cool.
That's right.
You can kiss my ass if he doesn't care. He fucks with me all the time. I love you, Bob, but fuck you. So, and he totally understands that. I have a fucking mean stomach ache. Like, it was the worst stomach pain I've ever felt. I thought like I was gonna pass out. And I'm not trying to be gross, but I you know, this podcast is more me.
Yeah.
Since Matt's like family basically, so it's like I can fuck around with him.
Yeah.
And not like Jeff and Mikey Aspinwall aren't, but they're like mask family. So it's like I don't want to be like say some ignorant shit and have them be like, yo, can we?
I'm not gonna be offended.
And they never do because they're good friends. But anyways, I got something fierce brewing in my fucking tummy.
Rumbling.
Oh my! It was worse than that. So I said, like, let me go to the bathroom, right? And yeah, no. I went to the bathroom and I'm like farting air. Not even though, like nothing was going down. I just had a badass stomach ache. So there's no. It's really.
I hate that.
It really wasn't. The story isn't really that nasty. It is nasty, but it's not because of me.
Yeah.
Like, so I tried to go to the bathroom. It didn't, and then the tones went out. Well, I'm ass naked on the can. Don't ask why I was naked, all right? I was in fucking pain.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Don't ask.
Yeah,
all right? For the listeners, don't ask. Whatever. Your boy was Buck, all right? Dude, I thought I was gonna pass out. I almost yelled for fucking Bob. I was like, and I didn't know what he was gonna do. He ain't gonna come in there naked, but at least he'd tell them. And then I'm like, yo, the tones went out, so I'm like, I got a radio on my shoulder, not on my shoulder, but you know, whatever. I got a shoulder radio, and I'm like, do I call them and tell them I can't go? So I'm like, no, just chill. Listen to what the call is.
Yeah.
I know it's EMS because we have specific EMS, so I know it's me. And she says, blah, blah, blah. I won't say the address, whatever. Lift assist. So for people who don't know what that is, obviously it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a lift assist. Yeah, I'll pick you up and put you in the bed, whatever.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
I am not injured, though. And so I was about to call in and be like, I can't fucking go, dude.
Yeah.
But I thought about it. I'm like, well, I'm not going, like, not to be gross, but, like, I don't have a heater ass right now. There's nothing poking out. No stingray. There's no juice flowing.
Oh, gross.
I'm constipated. Like,
I
have the worst stomach ache, and I was like, this is gonna suck balls, but I'm gonna do it.
There I sat.
I'm gonna go.
There I sat, broken hearted, tried to shit and only farted.
Yeah, well, I didn't even really do that. But anyways, so this story is takes a turn for the worse. I put on all my shit. We go do the lift assist. The lift assist ain't bad. When you have a bad stomachache like that and you have to go to the bathroom, you would like when you're thinking of the story now and you're like, you had to go do that with that stomach. It does kill.
Yeah.
But like,
it's not like
devastating. It's
right.
Yeah,
I know the feels.
Exactly.
You get back to the station, you're like.
So then I get back.
Toilet.
I get back, and I'm like, I'm going to the bathroom. Fuck this. I go upstairs. I'm not even at the top of the stairs. In the training room where they're doing this, or the cops are doing this, are next to the bathroom that I'm trying to go in, dog, next to my room. I go to be alright to go into the fucking bathroom.
Yeah. Somebody stank it up.
Something died.
Oh.
It sounded like something died. It sounded like something died before it got to the bathroom.
Let me tell you, Matt Higgins. Thank you, Joey Diaz.
Let me tell you something, Matt Higgins.
Let me tell you something.
No, shout out to Joey Diaz. He's so
Joey
fucking
Coco
funny.
Diaz is
all of them.
Man.
Matt and I love all of them. But anyways, it smelled terrible. And I said, all right. I'm going to go downstairs and get some Lysol or something. I went downstairs. The dispatch has all the special Lysol. Fuck us, but they got the special shit. So I'm like, let me get the Lysol. I go upstairs. I'm like, I think I'm good. So I'm like,
get the Lysol preemptive attack.
Bro, I got to like the doorway and I couldn't do it. I was
Give me a Scott pack.
Yeah, and I went out and Bob was smirking and he goes, "Those fucking cops." And I was like,
oh, he knew.
Was it the cops or was it you?
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Maybe it was him, bro.
So I go down, but it gets so much better. I go downstairs. And I thought something kind of smelled when I went by to go upstairs. Now, there's a little bathroom downstairs next to dispatch. Not the one in dispatch, but it's a little down the hall. So I went downstairs now, and I'm hunting for the other bathroom. That shit's mine. Literally. All pun intended. And I get down to the last step. I'm turning around the corner. And again, I smell... This time, though, it is poop. But it's like sewage.
Oh, no.
You know the sewage smell? It's a little deeper.
The shitter's full.
It's sewage, though. It's like everything.
Yeah.
It's pollution. It's crap. It's pee. It's urine. Feces. Whatever.
Pee, but yeah, keep going.
That's what I meant. I'm breaking down everything.
I know.
Hold on. I go into fucking dispatch and I said, "What the fuck happened out there?
Who died?"
And Shannon, I wasn't like yelling at her, but I want answers because I'm hurt. Not like emotionally, but my stomach. I'm fucking dead, dude. It hurts so bad. Yeah. And she goes, I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't care what happens after I say this because whatever. But it has to be said. She said one of the fucking cops went in the bathroom, overflowed that shit.
Oh no!
And there was shit. Yeah, and there was
on the floor.
The toilet overflowed the whole first floor.
No. How do you not know to shut that shit off?
Yo, the chief was fucking mopping it up.
What?
I was like, what? And
the man with all the bugles.
Yeah, he'll never. But the thing is, I could have asked him like, "Yo, chief, let me do that."
Let me
say
get
no.
that.
He'd say no. Yeah, I'm doing this. So I said, "You guys let him do that," and they were like, "He wouldn't let us." Bottom, I couldn't go to the bathroom in there, dude.
Oh,
it was.
So you're holding it. So you're prairie dogging.
So I'm like,
you're prairie dogging.
I was about to go to Dunkin' Donuts.
Poking in, poking out.
Yeah, I was about to load everyone in the truck and go to Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh no.
and then I just. So actually, this was kind of during. This went into lunchtime. That story started at 7 a.m. Now we're at almost lunchtime.
No.
And Jamal's like, "Yo, these are the best fucking wings I've ever had." Now,
even them hot wings, bro.
I love buffalo wings.
Yeah, you do.
So I was like, "What kind are they?" And he's like, "Sriracha honey." And I was like, "Oh my god,
that sounds good."
How do they taste? And he was like, "They're fucking amazing." And I was like, "All right, fuck." So I was like, "All right, I'm gonna take a bite." And he was like, "Nah, dude, I can't have one just like beach in my box."
Beach?
You can't abandon this shit.
You can't take one bite and go.
I was like, all right.
That's a waste.
All right, fine, right? So I'm fine. All right, let me, because my stomach still hurt like a motherfucker, but it's like, it's noon at this time. It's like, it's hardening or whatever it's doing in there, softening or whatever it is. Not to be nasty. So I took 2 bites of the wing and yeah, that was it, dude. At that time it was like noon, so it was like, went to the bathroom but anyways, yeah. So
damn.
I thought that was fucking ridiculous.
That sucks. No pooping anywhere, dude. Were you there for the time at the Burb? And I'll say the Burb, but I'm not gonna get much more into that. But
well, it's a burn for sure.
No, the burb.
I know. I'm just.
Yeah.
We won't
Somebody. We had to go in with a Scott pack into the. There was that public restroom.
Tell everyone what that is first. Scott pack.
Oh, I mean, it's just a breathing apparatus. It's like a scuba tank, but it's scuba is SCUBA, self-contained underwater breathing apparatus, but SCBA is self-contained breathing apparatus. So Scott is a big company, MSA is another company, but
does Scott do both diving and firefighting?
I don't think so, but I'm not too sure. But I know Scott makes our firefighting packs, at least the ones that I've only trained on. I haven't touched MSA before, so I don't know how it works, but I like Scott a lot. Scott makes a great pack.
So you had to pack up
to go into this. So there's this restaurant across the street, right, that doesn't have a public restroom. So this restaurant that in the summertime makes a shit ton of money because they have good food and they got ice cream.
I used to work with you. Yep, I know what you mean. I used to work there as well. I should say. Keep going. So
they had lots of people, but they didn't have a public restroom.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Directly across the street was the fire station. So during the summer, every 20 minutes there was somebody ringing the doorbell. Can I use your bathroom? Can I use your bathroom? And we wouldn't let them upstairs to use the bathroom,
right.
Unless it was during business hours. If it was during business hours, then sure, come on upstairs, use the bathroom. But if it's after business hours, if business hours meaning like when the secretary
that's like after
there,
3, right?
After 5 generally, or after 4 or after 5. When she used to leave at 3, 4, 5, whatever. Or if the chief was gone, like I'm not gonna let you up like. I know it sounds bad, but like...
Well, because then you have to let everybody out.
Exactly. Like, if you're trying to use the bathroom, I'll let you use the bathroom.
Because that's how it was. There was lines at the door. Yeah, and if they saw you bring someone else upstairs, why do I have to use this shitty bathroom down?
Yeah. It's like, no, that's not how this works.
I don't even got to explain. It's so,
Somebody put... So, all right, allow me to take it another step. You know those paper towel dispensers that have the trash bin right below it? No. So it wasn't that. It was like all you had to do for us, all we had to do was open up the face and you place the paper towels in. They came individually.
Yeah.
You placed them in and you pulled one at the bottom and it was like a tissue box, like an upside down tissue box of paper towels. So you pull one and the next one comes out.
Yeah.
And there was a trash bin right below that.
I remember.
But clearly on that sign was please do not discard trash here. There was a legitimate waste basket in the corner of the bathroom. Somebody put a goddamn dirty diaper in the thing that said, please don't. So none of us are checking that. None of us are trying to get rid of anything in that. We're trying to fill...
Because it's downstairs.
Well, yeah, there's that. It's downstairs. We don't use that one, unless you're trying to take a heater or something. But...
And it's not that it doesn't get maintained, but there's specific days that has to be cleaned.
Exactly.
Right, and that was
specific days.
If that's not the day that bathroom has to be cleaned, then if it's a long day and the guys are tired,
sure,
they're not going to clean it for no reason.
Never a long day, but yeah. So, but that went for a while. It sat there for so long that somebody had to go in there. I love that shirt, by the way. Somebody had to go in there. That new Kane shirt you got.
Yeah.
Somebody had to go in there with the Scott pack on to remove that because too many people complained. And it's like, well, don't play
Can the feces, can that become like something, like a deal?
Yeah, I mean, I
with
guess.
Like those type of vapors in the
like
air.
If he's got like the piss, the ammonia can come in and like.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's kind of filtered, if you will, because it's I guess through the diaper. But like.
So all right, you were talking about the CNF. I got a funny.
That restaurant.
I got a funny story for you regarding that. Yeah. Anyways, one time there was this van parked in front of the ambulance bay, like a random ass car.
Yeah.
And I wasn't trying to be a dick, so I'm like,
but you can't park here.
Yeah, I didn't want to get it towed, and like,
sure,
we didn't do too much there. So I mean, the odds of getting a car were like pretty much 50-50, maybe even less. So it was like, but you know,
you can go a week without getting a call.
I didn't want to hurt.
But sure, yeah.
The thing is, calls are random.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they come in any time. So I don't know. But anyways, I just didn't want to cause trouble for whoever this person was.
Yeah.
Usually it's someone who wants to use the bathroom.
Absolutely.
Well, we couldn't find anybody, and this went on for like an hour. And I was like, all right, I got to call police.
Yeah.
They'll come get it towed. Hey, you shouldn't have parked there.
Sure.
In front of the... So the ambulance... Everyone knows fire trucks and ambulances, they face going out so we can leave.
Yeah, we don't pull into a
They
station.
face out.
Unless there's a throughway. If there's a throughway, you can pull through the back and end up facing out the front.
This van,
but not in this department.
This van looked like a person, like looking in the ambulance bay. That's how close it was to the bay. Is like looking in, like, hey,
yeah,
like
you could clearly see the back of the van.
No, it was the front. They pulled in.
Oh, they pulled it in.
Yeah, and. So finally, a family comes running over, like when we're outside and everyone's circling.
Don't do it.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
What are you thinking?
I didn't say we can't curse, do none of that, but I was like,
no.
What are you doing? And she was like, well, there was nowhere to park over at C&L Frosty. And the mindset. Why would you park there?
Why would you park
in front of where vehicles leave? And it's funny because that's just because it relates to wherever we used to work and shit. Yeah. But I get it in my town where I work now. They still park there because
that's ridiculous.
There's a hardware store.
The lines. They see the lines. You're like, oh, those are parking spots.
Well, there's a hardware store across the street, and so people they do the same thing. Bro, they pull right in forward towards the garage. It's like, dude,
that's messed up. What are you thinking?
No idea why people do that, but
we got people that sometimes park in front of ours, but like.
Really?
It's usually a quick thing. Like, usually it's guys.
Well, there's 4 of them though. So at the main one.
Yeah, but if it's the ladder, then like you're gonna pull on the ladder. On my shift, you're gonna go.
I'm saying 4 stations. Which one was it?
Oh, sure, yes,
yeah, downtown. So downtown, yeah. That's insane, dude. So all right. We know a lot about the UFC, but it's like then again we don't.
Yeah, I know.
It's so weird.
I know about fighting. But
well,
I don't know
Matt.
a lot about UFC.
Dude, tell them what you do.
I'm not gonna tell them what I do. I
you
practice martial arts. I mean, I'm a martial artist.
Well, because if you just started talking about it, they'd be like, "Who's this fucking know-it-all?"
Yeah, no, I mean, I
have a wrestling background.
I've been practicing for like 15 years now.
Yeah, exactly.
I know what I'm doing.
So you're a martial artist. It's like we love, UFC and stuff like that.
Time and shit.
Well, the problem with the UFC though is, and it's not a problem, but it's like they have so many guys in and out.
They do.
So when it's like,
I heard that the other day. It's like,
yeah,
the life expectancy of a UFC fighter is like 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
Like they come in and they go away, and it's like, well, like I'm used to Conor McGregor. Like Conor McGregor's been around for a long time, but he's been lucky to be around for he's lucky he's that good where he's around for a long time. But like,
well, he's got the key to the game. He runs his mouth. Like nobody runs their mouth.
Shit,
like
he makes it entertaining. Like that's what he.
Yeah.
If and it's a good fight. Like that definitely helps. Is that he's a fantastic fighter. So like. It's a good fight, and he can talk shit. Like, he can talk shit and back it up. So it's going to be entertaining no matter who he fights. It's going to be entertaining.
Here's my question for you. Or for anybody listening, but since Matt's sitting here shooting the shit, I'll pick his brain a little bit. What do you... So, if he comes back to the UFC...
Yeah.
Think about how big his, legacy and how big his, pop is right now.
Yep.
If he comes back right now and gets knocked out in 10 seconds...
That would be devastating.
What does that do?
I think that would be devastating for him to come back to the UFC and get knocked out in 10 seconds to go. What did he go?
If
6?
How
many rounds did he go with
5? Oh, with Mayweather?
Yeah,
I think it's 10 or something.
All right, yeah. So he missed. Yeah. I think he missed 2 rounds. So he went 10 rounds with the greatest boxer of our era. Let's face it.
No, of
our era.
Yeah, no arguments. Yeah.
To go 10 rounds with him and then to get knocked out in 10 seconds in a UFC fight, I get it. There are 2 totally different beasts.
Right.
There are 2, if the roles were switched,
slap, bro.
If they were in a UFC fight and Conor McGregor was throwing feet and throwing knees and elbows and all that shit.
And they were going to do that at first. That was one of
That would have been a poor decision for Mayweather.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So, and that's probably why.
It's definitely why. But... If the roles were reversed, I think it would have been a different story. But
here's the thing with that, though.
For him to come back and get rocked like that,
I don't know. Because if they tuned in later,
I don't think it would happen. But if he were to come back and get rocked, it could. You're right though. It could happen. Fucking, I did it the other day. Like I didn't mean to knock that kid out, but I knocked his ass out and. He saw stars, and he fell to the ground, and it was like a sanctioned fight, like it was in a tournament, whatever.
Yeah,
but
professional setting. I should
say, amateur setting. I'd go with, but I didn't mean so. It takes the slip, like he stopped. He was backing up. He was backing up. He was backing up. I was moving in. I was moving in. I was moving in. He stopped backing up. I kept moving in. and I caught him with the left, and he saw stars. He did a spin, and I thought he was messing around, and then I went back to my spot because the judges said stop, and I'm walking on back to my spot, and I turned around, and he's on the ground, and I'm like, oh, I knocked his ass out, and then they were like, yo, turn around and kneel, because that's what you got to do when you make contact.
Yeah, I'm
like
an EMT for the games. They make you do that.
So
everybody has to kneel if someone gets.
And then I was like, but wait a minute. So I'm sitting there and I'm kneeling and I'm facing the other direction. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm the paramedic for the day. Like, I'm the guy who's supposed to be there when someone goes down like this. So I turned around and I'm like, yo, they're like, yo, sit back down. I was like, no, but wait. Like, I'm the guy. Like, I'm the guy you're calling for. Like, that's me.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, okay, well, I think it's okay. So go back over there. I was like, all right, fine.
So do you think...
But that was crazy. Like, but so you're right. It could happen. It could happen.
No, but I'm saying what happens to his legacy? Is he still important after he gets knocked out after 10 seconds?
He's still one of the greatest ever, but...
Right. That's like Ronda Rousey, though.
Yeah, it's like Ronda Rousey.
She's still one of the greatest ever, but lasts like, what, 2 or 3?
Rocked.
I mean, so it's like, I don't even know.
It would be a shame, but
and now,
I don't see it happening. Truthfully, I don't see it happening. I mean, even though he got in that fight in Dublin the other day and he got kicked out of a bunch of bars or whatever, he got banned
and they were saying he fought a dude, like his friend got jumped or something. Yeah. So he went to this bar where the guys were, and I guess they're mafia guys or something. And
he's got a hit out for him or something. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, I heard Shab and Rogan talking about it. Rogan asked him how serious it was, and Shab was like, "No, it's pretty serious." Like, I guess he knows.
Like,
some guys.
He's leaving a certain place because of.
We'll see, though. I don't know. It's so weird. None of this came from him.
Sure.
He didn't go on tape and say shit.
Yeah, it's all speculation.
But it was interesting because, for whoever doesn't know, that's what happened to Tupac. That's why Tupac died.
Really? I started watching some of that.
He was in Las Vegas at the fights.
Yeah.
He jumped a Southside crib.
Yeah.
Well, this is what happened. First of all,
I started watching that, bro.
First of all, well, I knew this way before that. I know that you're just saying that you watched the show, but anyways, he started getting involved in gang shit, and that really wasn't Tupac, but for whatever reason, he started getting into like gang stuff. That I don't know if that'll block it or not. But.
Oh, I was gonna put the cat back on.
Yeah. Oh, all right. But some dude snatched one of his boys' chains.
Yeah.
And the dude was in the Las Vegas thing, and he was like, Pac, that's the dude that snatched my chain. Let's go beat the shit out of him. Pac, without hesitation, punch, right? Went at him, and they started jumping.
I saw the video.
Yeah, well, the video's readily...
available,
Exactly, definitely. So, I mean, if anyone is like hasn't, for some reason, ever heard that, go check it out. I think it's the MGM? No.
Yeah.
So, he fucking jumps this guy who's a Crip. Who's a killer.
Yeah.
And then later he gets
murked
by him.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be another dude that shot him, but he was like, "Fuck that!
Isn't
give
there
me the
controversy like with Suge and? Didn't they say Suge?
Yes, but
was like, "Yo, he's here."
Suge's not. No, I don't know. Do you think Suge's gonna be like, "Yo, try to shoot the car up while I'm sitting next to him"?
That's true. I don't know. I heard.
And then they're like, "Well, Suge didn't get shot." It's like, dude, it's. I don't know. But I don't know. I think Puffy might be something to do with that because...
Dang.
But I don't know.
Because I don't know enough, but...
So the point is, it does happen. It has happened. It just keeps going over. It's weird. I always think it stopped. But it does happen. It has happened. You can't... Like, these... My point is these stars, they're like, I'm fucking...
Invincible.
I'm Tupac. I'm Conor McGregor, dude. I can fucking jump this guy. I can fight... Yeah, bullets don't have a name, exactly. It's like, I can fuck this guy. Nothing's gonna... So, either this is completely, like, stupid and nothing's gonna happen, or he put hands on the wrong... Like the guy said in the show.
He may have put hands
on the wrong guy, on a killer. And if he did...
can't show up in Ireland again.
I'll tell you this. I have a buddy on Facebook who's all about the mafia, and he always posts... I'm like, I know a lot about it because of him now, and... If he did put hands on a killer, a dude in the mafia, dude, that's...
You're in trouble.
Yeah. And apparently it's... I don't know, Conor McGregor's dad said something about it. Like,
yeah.
He, like, didn't want to talk much. It's like, yeah, he's all good. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
it's
like, don't bring this up because it's not something to joke about.
Yeah. I don't know.
I can see that, though, bro. I can see that.
Because...
He's such a hothead, but he's so, like, you...
Well, he jumped into the cage a few weeks ago, and the fight wasn't even done in Bellator.
He thought it was, though. It seemed like it thought it was.
Right.
Like, whoa, you won! And it's like, bro, this fight's still going on. Like,
I didn't read too much into that. Wasn't the fighter mad at him for that? Like the guy that was the guy that he was fucking
rooting for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know too much about it. So
I'm pissed I don't, but that's crazy though. That's crazy, man.
Do you watch like stare downs and shit at all? I watched
sometimes like the weigh-ins and shit and like
well, I just wanted to say I watched the Cyborg and Holly Holm stare down. And Cyborg's of Chris whatever is an animal. Yeah. Chris Cyborg. And Holly Holm is an animal. But when they face to face it was like the nicest, most respectful exchange ever, and I was like, look. Well, I liked it though. I was like,
it's nice to see that sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, like it wouldn't have been appropriate for Mayweather McGregor, but like for them, maybe. Like I'm not saying anything against them, but like,
well, you know what I don't like? I like when they have a history and then they talk shit when they get up there.
Sure.
I don't like when you don't have a history, when they don't have a history. And then
I'm gonna fuck you up, man. Yeah. Your mama's gonna wish. It's like no.
I even remember watching some promos and some guy was like, "Oh, he made it personal." I remember like they just got matched up because of like weight and something like.
Sure, weight and height. And...
Make nothing personal. Did you hear about Jim Johnston, the guy that does the WWE music, getting released?
No.
Dude, he's done like so many classics, like everyone's music, and they released him.
No shit. When?
I don't know when he got released. I wonder what he got released for. I'll have to look that up.
Yeah, I didn't hear about it.
But he's done so much like legendary
commentary and shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. What are we at now for time? I'm thinking.
I don't give a shit. I'll keep talking.
Yeah, tonight wasn't really like a planned deal. We just kind of were like, I mean, he's my boy, obviously, so I'm like, just come here,
bro. I like shooting the shit.
Yeah.
Man, I've been. I do landscaping on the side, and
me too.
Like a lot of you do. Yeah, you do, brother. I don't want to see dummy work, but a lot of it's like I'm listening. I put my headphones on, and I'm gone for 5 hours a day, 6 hours a day. Like if I'm working, if I got a backpack blower on, if I'm walking behind a lawnmower, I got my headphones on, and they're either just blocking out the sound, the drone of whatever equipment I'm using, or yeah, something like that. Or
I gotta tell you something.
I'm listening to music, or recently I've been into podcasts, and so
yeah,
I've been loving like Joe Rogan's podcast. I'm in love with Joey Diaz, The Church of What's Happening Now, him and Lisa Ayat, and
that was yeah. Keep going.
And Undisclosed and Serial are both two amazing podcasts that I've been listening to.
Really? Who's on that? I haven't seen those.
They're
sometimes it just doesn't even fucking matter.
Sarah Koenig, I think, is the woman from Serial, and there's a bunch of people from Undisclosed, but they're both like true crime, like non-bullshit.
Yeah.
Like
podcasts. Oh, okay. I got you.
Both of them follow like in their like wrongful, what they think are wrongful convictions. So like the last bunch of stories on Undisclosed have been what they think are like either wrongful confession or wrongful conviction, where it's like somebody's been in an interrogation room for 8 hours, and they're just trying to get it done and over with. Like, yeah, I did this, or I was there for that, and I'm gonna take a plea for this just so I can stop. And it went to court, and they didn't think anything of it at the time, but they end up being convicted for it and spending 15 years, 20 years in prison for it. And
wow,
so that shit's really interesting. And I mean, and Ben Shapiro, I like listening to Ben Shapiro. I'm not super right. Ben Shapiro is pretty right winged. I'm not super right wing, but I gotta agree with a lot of what he says. And
like him saying you smoke weed, you're a loser. Period.
Yeah, that's.
I don't agree with that.
No. I got a bunch of friends and shit, and they're normal people, and they smoke weed. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, it's not.
And you know they're contributing members of society,
right?
But they smoke, and you know what? That's fine. Like I drink.
And
beer.
I'll tell you what, people. Some of the best people in the world smoke pot. Some of the biggest helpers in the world smoke pot. Some of the highest officials smoke pot. And you would just, it's not like, oh, you'd never know it, but it's like, it's such just not a big deal. Like
it really isn't. And you know, I can't because of my work, but like,
And it's not like
I
you
drink
smoke.
beers
It's not like you. I'm saying these people smoke and then go do dumb shit. They just smoke, but like it's
hang
like
out and have a good time.
Yeah, if you had a bad day at work or something, and then you go,
whatever. Yeah,
I'm not hating.
I have
on
nothing.
you for that.
I have nothing against that. But like I stick to
especially
booze,
now
like,
if you have the card. It's like
absolutely, yeah. Well, Matt, you don't even need the card anymore, so But like beer does it for me. I don't need to go crazy or anything. But like, fucking.
I'm like kind of done. I can't do that much beer anymore. It's like I drink 3 and I'm like,
yeah.
I don't know if it's
Where
because
you need to be. Yeah.
I don't know if it's because I'm 29 now. Or...
Capital OLD.
dude. So I don't know. You want to look up some current events, but I got a story to tell you real quick before we. So we went to a medical the other day, and it was some guy was like posturing.
Yeah.
And he's actually, what the fuck am I talking about? That was a different one. I'm sorry. Totally.
Reverse.
Yeah. Back that. That was like a
different medical. Go ahead.
You can ask the kid sitting next to me. You lose track of them. They all become like, anyways, a blur. But we picked this guy up in the garage. He fell. Mm-hmm. And he was cool. Like I said to him 1,000 times, "You want to go to the hospital? You want to go?" Yeah. He was like, "Nah."
Oh no.
He's like, "I just want to go back upstairs." And I'm like, "All right." I turn around and his wife is like decrepit. And I'm like, "Who lives here with you guys?" They're like, "No one." And she's like inching to the Stairmaster. Not Stairmaster. The
stair lift or something.
Stair lift. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's what you would call it. This one had a certain name. I just can't think of it.
Acorn.
Acorn.
The Acorn stair lift. It's a.
Oh, okay. All right. That's
They take it down the stairs.
I was like, bro. Yes. So hold up. So we pick him up, and he's fine. Whatever. He's sitting in this like wheelchair, and we have a driver who's
old,
elderly. So he's in there with her, and I'm helping the guy with the police.
Sure.
And my partner,
the one who
my other partner, yeah, the one who called
911.
911. Yes, we're helping him, and she's getting in the stair lift. Or no, I'm sorry. They're trying to get the stair lift to come down, and so I'm like, oh. I'm like, everyone, like, listen real quick. Because the guy's like, he's not.
Yeah.
Some old people are like, they're not out of it, but it's like.
You could just. To themselves.
I'm not sitting here cursing and making fun of them, but like at the same time, they don't care what's going on. So I'm like, hold on, listen, what? And you hear Joe, my driver Joe.
Yeah.
Nicest fucking guy. He's so fucking funny, right? But he's old, but he's a beast.
Yeah.
It was funny because he's as old as the guy we picked up, and he's just a beast. And the guy was like, it was funny because the guy at one point was like, when you get my age, and me and the cop looked at each other and was like, what? So 2 weeks? And then but here's the thing. So he's like, I don't know, it's not coming down. Like, and you could hear them hitting the button every time. It's like beep beep, it's not coming down. And then, long story short, all of a sudden here it comes.
You hit the wrong button.
You can just hear, but you can hear it coming down the stairs. Me, the cop, and my partner were like
dying,
dead,
that's
absolutely
awesome.
dead.
Oh, here it comes! Like somebody trying to figure out a cell phone or something.
Yeah.
How do I go on the Facebooks?
Oh man! So UFC 218's on tonight. It starts right now, actually, 10 o'clock. So I think we're probably gonna end this, and I'm probably gonna head out and check that out because with the podcast, I kind of want to do some reviews on the fights and shit.
Yeah.
So
that'll be sweet if we could watch it. I mean, I like commenting. I'm not much of a commentator, but I like commenting. I did it once I did color for the wrestling team one time. That was pretty sweet.
I think I was no, I don't think I was there.
I don't know if you were there, but
I was there once when you were like meaty, like I don't know.
Maybe like I don't know if announcing or I announced sometimes.
Yeah, it was that. I think.
And but I liked announcing. I loved announcing. Announcing was so much fun. I'd get people's names wrong, but like I just fuck like whatever. Like sorry,
the shit out of it.
Yeah, like it's handwritten, and I'm not gonna know how to pronounce it anyway because I'm a senior in high school or junior in high school. So
and here comes Wiener.
Yeah,
no man, it's Wiener.
No,
sorry,
no, man,
dude. I was doing you a favor.
I don't want to call you a wiener, but like, yeah, I had to color one time for the varsity. That was pretty neat. I'm made it on the television.
Yeah. The little Pegasus and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
That's pretty cool. They got the entrance themes and shit. I forget who it was. They had the Austin theme. I was like, this fucking dude. I was pissed though. He didn't sell it. Came running out in the singlet. It's like, you gotta sell, dude.
Yeah,
you
right.
gotta come out walking like Stone Cold. Like, you don't.
Yes.
I don't know if you want to do. I don't know how long it's been. If you want to do a couple current events, we can. But
I'm down, bro.
Probably.
It's been at least a half an hour, I think.
I've been trying.
I don't mind, bro.
Been trying to keep them under an hour.
I like talking.
And then with the UFC starting now, yeah, I'll probably just put that on actually.
We trying to quit? QT.
Quit.
How about all the sexual harassment bullshit? Sexual allegations.
I don't know. Some of it I believe in.
I don't know what to think of it, man. Like, you hear so many stories from so many
Kevin
people.
Spacey's that's kind of...
That's fucked, man. And I do, you see a lot of people who are like, well, people in Hollywood are getting fired. Why aren't people in politics getting fired? And, I can't disagree with that. It's like, just because you're a politician, just because you have certain views. I mean, you diddled a 12-year-old or a 14-year-old, like this, that. And it's like,
bro, that's not happening.
Like, I don't. I'm definitely not trying to discredit anything that anyone has to say about any
Kevin
of that.
Spacey is not the president, so
exactly. Like
nobody gives a fuck about him.
If you feel somebody did that to you, then I'm truly sorry for that person. I'm sorry that happened to you. Like, I don't wish that on anyone.
It just sucks for the guy because it's like...
Well, he shouldn't have done it in the first place, but...
Well, I'm saying if it's false,
yes.
right.
Yeah, if it's false, then yeah, it sucks for the guy.
Because, like, basically in any scenario, it's like, well, alright, you did this, fuck you, your reputation's tarnished, now how can we help other, like, survivors and shit? And when it's real, it's like, that should be how it goes, but it sucks when it's, like, I don't know, but not too many. I don't know how you would prove that like it didn't happen. I guess.
Yeah.
Unless a person was like, "Yeah, I'm lying." But,
right. Yeah.
Danny McBride fucking dropped some. I don't know. He said he wanted to mine the dread of Halloween, the original Halloween. So I think
the dread.
I think he was saying like it was not boring, but I don't know. He wants to bring the suspense back, and he doesn't want to have that much gore in this one. Like how the original Halloween was.
Yeah. The suspense was great. And I feel like that's what made those movies great, was that exactly, the suspense. Like, you didn't know.
Well, the first Halloween...
Like, everybody's getting murked.
The first Halloween, you had suspense. And then Halloween 2 was like...
You kind of expected at that
dudes
point,
are getting people... Yeah, well, it's like...
Dead.
Sorry, somebody just texted me. I gotta get back to this dude.
That's right. But right, like you go to the car, the cops are dead. Go to the barn, they're dead. Like, that was number 2, right? Like,
no, 5 at the barn, but like
5.
So then 2 is like mad people getting like murked, whatever. But like,
it's a great term.
I like the new It. That had a good mix.
Yeah, the new It was good.
So like, if Halloween could do that, the new Halloween, then we'll probably be in business, dude, because it. And they were saying, I love Halloween. Obviously, that's my number one. But I kind of disagreed the other day. They were saying the new Halloween that's coming out is like gonna kickstart more slashers. I'm like, dude,
how?
It did that.
Yeah.
It just did that.
Yeah.
That's why these are like. Yeah. People at New Line right now are probably like, we got to get a Freddy thing going. Yeah. We got to get a Friday the 13th shit going. Like, look what's going on here. Especially if Halloween mercs. You got fucking John Carpenter back, the original director or whatever, writer, producer. You have Jamie Lee Curtis back. Some people are like, they wanted her back, cried about it, and now they're bitching, but...
Yeah, fuck that, man. That's clutch. That's going to get
Sorry, I'm smoking a Black and Mild. Nasty as shit, but...
I don't know how you do those, man.
Well, when I drink, it's like... You just want to take a little puff of something. I don't know.
I couldn't touch that, man.
He did this interview, Danny McBride, who's doing the new Halloween, and I'm cringing right now because, like, I look in the threads, and everything I see on the new Halloween is, oh, he's a comedy guy. You think we want to see this? What the fuck you think he's gonna do? Write fucking Ace Ventura jokes in there, you fucking idiot?
You think it's gonna be 2.5 Men on for Halloween?
Jim Carrey's gonna pop up in the mask and be like, what does he say?
You got me.
Like some stupid. You know what's creepy in that movie when I was a kid? What used to fucking freak me out was the guy that had the slick back hair that got a hold of the mask. And he, like, was spitting bullets and shit. That was mad scary to me, dude. That shit made me fucking... That and Howard the Duck used to be my shit.
Yeah.
You fuck with Howard the Duck?
Yeah.
Remember... So the guy, though, in that movie, he has the long thing, the tongue and shit?
Yeah.
And there's a demon that... Forget about it. And then, like, when he's hiding in the barrel, the duck...
Yeah.
When they're looking for him?
Yeah.
And the cops are like, shoot to kill. I'm like, if they kill Howard the Duck, it's fucking
upset.
on. Yeah. Then remember in the beginning when he's looking at the duck porn?
Yeah.
Play Duck?
Play Duck.
My goodness.
That's awesome.
That was a great movie, man. But yeah, so... Filming was delayed. You know what? They're looking for...
Filming was delayed? I didn't know that.
Well, until January. They're looking for firefighters, EMTs, and police.
Where?
In South Carolina.
Oh, fuck that, man. Let's
for
buy a ticket. You gonna buy a ticket?
If I had the money, I would do it.
That's what I'm saying. Right now, you gonna buy a ticket?
Again, if I had the money, I would fucking do
it. Yo, get me in that shit.
Well, I was thinking... I'm not going to say how I have a means. If I really need...
Yeah.
There's ways to money. No, and that sounded
I
terrible.
No, I know what you're saying.
Or something, but there's ways to money if it's like...
Some private shit. I know what you're saying.
I got people who've offered me, it's like, I would never take it, but if this... Like, if something like this... like
it was guaranteed.
Yeah, so I was going to just, like, apply, and...
Yeah.
They wanted, like, a shot of you in your uniform and shit. I forget what else they wanted. Yeah. I'm like, alright. I had, like, a shot of probably your license or something. Like,
sure.
Proving that you're fucking professional.
Yeah,
like,
you're
not just body uniform and hey.
I bought this online.
So if they were like, I would do it, dude. Because it depends. What, like, if they're looking for EMTs and firefighters for, like...
They're definitely going to ask you to act as an EMT.
No, I know.
Yeah. So I'm saying, so what's the fucking...
I'm saying, that'd be sick.
Yeah, that would be sick.
Like...
I don't know if I would pay to do it, but I mean, this is your...
Well, they're going to pay you.
Your thing.
You're going to pay
would
you?
They pay me? Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck do you mean? You're going to be in a movie, dude.
Yeah, but what are they going to give you? Scraps for showing up?
They give you $500 a day.
Oh, damn.
Something like that. Yeah.
As an extra?
Huh?
As an extra?
Yeah. The most I've seen on extra for Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 for extra at the party, they would give you $500. I think it was.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. And that was in like Georgia.
I'd show up and look pretty.
I was like, It was like, bring your own costume. I was like, fuck, makeup artist. Fuck, I could do that. You know?
Yeah.
But you couldn't be like
yeah,
copywritten characters, anything like that.
Sure, yeah.
So like all my hits would be like. I mean, but a makeup artist, you can't drum something up. I'm sure I could fucking make something work. But yeah, I don't know. Unless there's current events.
I had a good time.
Yeah, me too.
I definitely want to be back.
This was like I don't want to say my favorite because I don't want to diss Jeff or Mike. But when you have to...
We're in person, bro, you know?
Exactly. I didn't have to worry about the phone. Yeah. I can just hit stop.
It'll probably sound the same. I mean, I keep sitting a little farther back sometimes, but
no, that's good, man, because I think it... I don't know, man. I think the further away...
Like, I want to do this. Like,
the mic-in is so... Well, you could be... If you want... Because I was going to ask you, but it's like, I don't know.
I want to do this, but I don't know what to talk... Like, I don't have enough to talk about. Like... I guess
so that's what I was going to say earlier, is this. About. What I was going to say is, that's why we have like 50, 60 listeners a show.
Yeah.
Why I get why the guests don't want to come on. Why should they come on my podcast? 40, 50 listeners. I have a couple celebrity guests that said they'd come on if I get the viewers up. You know, I get it. Why are you going to come on Alex's fucking X Miller's podcast, you know, and you just got to prove it to him. I'm not going to stop. Tonight was the make or break. Like,
sure.
I had no guests. Are you going to continue, or is it just like...
No, like...
should I nerd out tonight and just scope something?
Yeah. I mean, I got a couple of people I could ask, and they're not big shots, but there are a couple different people... You don't need
big shots, though, as long as they're doing something.
Yeah. There are a couple different people based around what I like to do, so like, it would be cool to have them on. You know, it would be shit I'd like to talk about.
Yeah, so that's about it this week. Again, thanks for coming on, Matt.
No, man, no problem. Thanks for having me, dude. I appreciate it. And
maybe he'll be back next week. Who knows?
I'd love to be back on.
Unless he's working.
Just drink a beer.
So if Matt did come here and become like a host or whatever with me or something, or just chilling with me and doing these, which he's definitely going to be back, I know that. But if that's the case, he's not going to be able to be on all the time, unfortunately, because he does 24-hour shifts and those are random. So they rotate, but for you guys, it's random. Like you don't know his shit, so it's random. So yeah, that's it. That's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed me. This is the real me on this podcast, so I'm so fucking sorry if you don't like me and you didn't like what you heard today, but this might actually this might make you like us, and we'll see you guys next week.
All right, guys.
Peace.
Peace.